Grace, and I've got company coming this afternoon, so we're gonna do a freezer meal workshop, and I wanna make sure I have some snacks for the girls, and so I'm using Wild Tree, which the freezer meal workshop is for Wild Tree as well. We're gonna put 10 meals together this afternoon. But so I don't really have time to cook. I'm busy cleaning and all that, so I'm doing this in this All-American Sun Oven. And I'm gonna use some Wild Tree spices, but I show you how to replace them for your own. It's gonna be a sweet and spicy, and it's just gonna be delicious. And I'm gonna have a spicy coleslaw to go on top. So if this inspires you to stay, I hope it does, go check out all the links in the description box below to my Facebook, my Wild Tree website, and the link to my shout out for today, which is John over at Man Cave Meals. And if you wanna learn how to barbecue and smoke and do everything correct, this is the guy you need to go see. Well, one of the guys. I've got a bunch of favorites. So as I'm going along in this shout out series, you'll meet all these men that just absolutely can knock your socks off and probably compete at a high level with barbecue. So that being said, go check out John over at Man Cave Meals. I'll leave that link below, and let's go do some braised pork for these pulled pork sandwiches later on today. Come on. So for this beautiful Sun Oven pulled pork, I'm not using a pork roast. I'm using, these are, they call them country ribs, country spare ribs, or ribs, boneless ribs, but they're not. It's just sliced pork shoulder, and they cut them in strips, and they call it country ribs. Those don't look like ribs to me. Anyways, there's a plenty for, 4 to 6 people here to have pulled pork sandwiches. I'm also gonna do this a little bit different than I usually do, so that's why I'm sharing this. Everybody on Facebook today seems to be doing some kind of a pulled pork or smoked pork butt recipe, and it made me hungry for that. Get a clean spoon out. So I'm gonna add some liquid. This really isn't necessary, but I have this leftover beer that I really wanna use up, and it's already, it's been sitting in the fridge all night, so I'm gonna add this beer. You can always drain off some of that liquid, but it's gonna add a different layer of flavor. It's that apple, Honeycrisp apple wheat beer. And then, because that's gonna kind of be a sweet effect, bring out the sweetness, I want to add about a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and then I've got Wild Tree's adobo seasoning that I want to add to this. And I'm going to add a good heaping tablespoon. And this is a serving spoon for, actually let's add 2 tablespoons of that. And I'll read the ingredients. So if you don't have this, no worries. You can replace it with adding all the ingredients that are in here, which are garlic, sea salt, onion powder, black pepper, oregano, cayenne pepper, and vegetable fiber. That's all that's in there. No additives, no preservatives, nothing I can't pronounce. Okay. Now, ooh. I can smell that apple. You could even cut up an apple. If I had another apple, I'd probably put an apple in here as well, just to add a little more sweetness. But the sauce that I'm gonna use is gonna be perfect for this. So I'm gonna put this in the Sun Oven and let it slow cook for the day. And then when my company shows up, we'll have pulled pork sandwiches. So let's go do the Sun Oven thing. Okay, so I've got this in the Sun Oven. I had preheated this for about 10 minutes, so you should go about 20 minutes to get up to full temperature, but I'm not concerned with it. It's at 225 right now. It was at 250. When you open the door, of course, the temperature goes down. If you're opening and closing the door during the cook, you can lose anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour of cook time. So you just want to be conscious of that. And it's sitting on that self-leveling tray, so when you tip it up, I like to load it laying down flat and then tip it up slowly. So anyways, we've got our pork in here, and we're going to let it go. It's 10 o'clock right now. My guests are going to be here about 3 o'clock, and so I'll take this off prior to that to finish up this video. And
Hope it inspires you to stay with me because it's going to be delicious. All right, guys. Okay, I just thought I'd bring you out. It's been about 2 hours, and as you can see, or I hope you can see, it's nice, simmering beautifully. The oven is at 300 degrees, and I just let some condensation out from under the door. It does build up condensation, but oh, it smells delicious. I'm going to let this go for another hour and a half, and then I'll probably turn some pieces midway. Remember, if you open the door, you're going to lose some time on your cook, but it really smells good. So I'm off to the store to buy some ingredients for my coleslaw, and I'll bring you back for the end result. All right, guys, this is done. It's now 2:30, so it's been in the solar oven for 4.5 hours. Got to clean my house, go shopping, set up for the workshop, and we're ready to, oh, look at that. My guest will be here in about a half hour, so I want to get this all shredded. And you can see how pull apart tender. Look at that. It's just absolutely smells fabulous. So it's perfect. I'm going to drain off a lot of this liquid because I don't need it all in there. And we're going to put this in a, oh gosh, this just smells wonderful. I can smell the beer and the apple, and I can also detect some spice. So that makes it nice. So we're just getting this pork pulled here and letting it kind of sit in Wild Tree's Wicked Slow Cooker Sauce. This stuff is fabulous on pulled pork. So before I do that, though, I'm going to take one of these forks and take a bite and see where my flavor stands. Hot. Wow. I really like that beer in there. Oh my goodness. That could be my new favorite additive if you guys haven't noticed. It's like when you buy a 6-pack of beer and you don't really drink beer, you should find a way to use it. Although my husband will have a beer when he's home. So, okay, I've got this the way I want it. I've got about a third of this jar of the sauce. I'm just going to pour that down over it. And then I'm going to top the sandwiches with some additional. Let this just kind of get happy together. Ooh, now it smells like barbecue. Oh, so good. And I could have actually cooked that down in that sauce, and it's fabulous that way too. I just wanted to do the beer braising and get that beer flavor in there as well. So just another layer of flavor. I'm going to get this into a serving dish, and I'll probably bring you back after my party and let you kind of see a taste. So here's our end result, and let me tell you, it was a hit. Okay, so I'm going to give you a taste test. I already served this to my guests, but I've got these little mini ciabatta rolls that I toasted off on the little grill. And what I'm going to do is put some nice pulled pork, and it's nice and juicy. You want it a little bit on the juicy side because you want that roll to soak up some of that, right? So get that on there. And this is mine, so I can use my fingers. And then I want a little bit of coleslaw on there after I put some more of this slow cooker, Wicked Slow Cooker Sauce. And you're just gonna pour that down over the top. Doesn't that look fabulous? I'm telling you, this is so good. And our freezer meal workshop was a hit. It was very fun. The girls put 10 meals. One girl actually thought ahead and thought, you know, I've got extra stuff. I'm going to put 15 together. And she put 15 meals together to go in her freezer with the Wild Tree freezer meal workshop that I did. And they all got to taste some great food and see what else they can do. And it was fun. So now this is dinner. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is ridiculous. I'm going to put a little coleslaw on the side because I really like this coleslaw. And I'll share this coleslaw recipe with you in a different video.
This is a sweet and spicy coleslaw, and it just came out.
Okay guys, so I poured a little bit of extra sauce on that just because I know I like it saucy.
And I want to taste the coleslaw for you first, even though I haven't shown you the recipe yet. I'll remind you when I do. Because honest and truly, today was the test part of it, and then now that I know how good it is, you'll get it in full version.
Yum. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's tangy, it's crunchy. It's perfect for the sandwich.
So now I'm going to pick up my little messy pulled pork here. Oh my goodness, look at that. That looks fabulous. And just take a big bite. Mmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, serve with damp paper towels or napkins because it's messy and fabulous the way I served it. It's so good. It is spicy and sweet and smoky, and I have that apple background from the beer, and it just came out fabulous. So I truly hope it inspires you to stay with me next time. Come back and see my videos. Maybe subscribe to my channel so you get notified whenever I upload. And because it's way past my dinner time, I'm gonna go here pretty quick. So go down in the just show more box below and check out all my links, and maybe give me a thumbs up, guys. All right, and check out my shout out. I'll see you next time.